Hi, it's Anton from Ember, and today I'm going to talk culture. Every company will claim to have a great culture, but when pushed to describe this culture, they often struggle to articulate exactly what that means. So why is this an issue? Well, there's two reasons. Firstly, you can't label something as great if you can't justify this position. And secondly, culture is at the heart of your EVP. As I introduced in the previous video, EVP matters more right now than any time ever in terms of hiring and retaining great talent. Your EVP should be why people invest their careers in you. So what is company culture? You hear lots of quotes to describe it. It's how we do things around here. Culture is the worst behavior a leader tolerates, and culture eats strategy for breakfast. In short, culture is the social order that operates within your organization or in your team. It's the tone and attitudes and behaviors. And of course, everyone is going to say they've got a great culture because it's how they want things to operate. So let's unpick some of those culture quotes and see exactly what that means. It's how we do things around here. Let's elaborate on this. How do you do things around here? If collaboration is a core value, how would someone know that collaboration is actually taking place? What does it look like and what does it mean to you? Well, the good old favourite, integrity. In his book, Let's Talk Culture, Shane Hatton tells the story of the 1964 Olympic swimming tryouts. The red-hot favourite swimmer didn't touch the wall when he turned during his race, and this went unnoticed by the officials, but he still went back to make the touch. This resulted in him finishing 7th and missing out on the Olympics. Yet he had no regrets in this decision. It was the right thing to do. The companies Shane describes in his book talk about the touch the wall moment as an example of what integrity means to them, and it's something that they use in their business. It's doing the right thing when no one is watching. How would you explain your culture in similar terms? P.S. I highly recommend Shane's book for more pointers and tips around describing your culture. It's an excellent read. Culture is the worst behavior a leader tolerates. On first glance, this is pretty negative, but actually, it's an interesting point. Culture has to have checks and balance, otherwise it grows out of control. For example, if your culture is about collaboration and someone is choosing to ignore the views of others or dismiss them outright, then it's everyone's responsibility, not just the leader, to call this out. When describing your culture, think about how it's kept in check. You certainly don't need a culture police, but you do need to make sure the culture is so strong there's no acceptance of counterculture behavior. And this makes for a great culture. Finally, culture eats strategy for breakfast, the Peter Drucker quote. It's a classic, and I wholeheartedly agree with this statement. It also does assume you have a strategy. All culture and no strategy is in itself a red flag. A great culture sits at the heart of any strategy. After all, your strategy is what makes you distinctly you and gives you a competitive advantage. Your people, your culture, are something that cannot be easily replicated. So to describe your great culture, think about how it aligns to your strategy. And remember, money is not the number one reason why someone will pick a job. It's many other things. It's what they will accomplish. It's who they'll be working with, and it's what they're going to learn and the skills that they're going to develop. All of this exists within your culture. If you want to retain and hire the best people, then you have to have a plan for how you're going to explain and describe your culture through the interview process. So my top tips in summary. Number 1, it's how we do things around here. Find specific examples to bring this to life through your interview process. Number 2, it's the worst behavior a leader tolerates. Describe how you're going to handle counterculture behavior. Number 3, culture eats strategy for breakfast. How does your culture support your strategic goals? And bring this to life. These 3 things alone will help you to talk about your great culture. And this is just a small start, but it's something the majority of organizations are not doing right now. In my other EVP video series, I'll talk about identifying your target audience and how to promote your employer brand. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe to Ember, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any of our future content. And also, hit me up on LinkedIn. I'd love to hear all about your EVP challenges and how you're going about describing your culture and bringing it to life.